I am not available, so please leave a message. Thank you. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
See the time. Hi, this is Justin Eugene Schultz. Birthday's 10/12/84. Social Security 489-900-698. Birthday, and I already gave you that. Sorry. And so right now, let me tell you what the corrupted FBI just did. So they have your. I just called you, and they blocked the. They already told you they did this before with Homeland Security. They blocked your name from popping up in recents as the very last call, and so I'm recording this right now. So I just called you. The previous call was at around 201, 202 a.m. And my last call shows to you at 8 p.m. 5 minutes and 22 seconds, and that shows the last call. It doesn't show my previous call to you that I just dialed, and that's their capabilities and their tactics. And they did this with Homeland Security, and this time I'm videotaping it. This time I'm videotaping this conversation. It's being uploaded to my Facebook and uploaded to my YouTube. So, or our YouTube. Sorry, anyone. So I just called you previous to this, and when I click on your, first off, it doesn't show you at the top of my call list as it's supposed to. It doesn't show you the top of the call list. And then it shows the very last call at Friday at 8 p.m. It does not show my previous call to you that I just made. And so this is them. This is their capabilities and tactics. And this is so you, a prosecutor and a judge and a jury, would never ever know about that last call, or never know about those last calls, never know about those calls of Homeland Security. If I wouldn't have reported it to you, the Homeland Security calls, what they removed, that they planted back, that they removed, that they deleted completely, they would have never ever planted them back, which I have screenshots of the before and after of the Homeland Security calls being completely removed, even though I made the call. And even though the call was made, multiple calls, 2 or 3 calls, and it doesn't reflect inside of my call history of my phone at all. And all it's got is my calls from yesterday, which is Friday, and it's got my calls to Jussie, it's got my calls to Nate, and then it's got my calls to you. But when my calls to you, once again, it doesn't reflect the call that I just made, nor did it have you at the top of my call list after I hung up the phone. And this is their capabilities to remove that way inside of a courtroom. If they try to felony steal my phones, they try to felony steal my phones and submit them to a judge or a prosecutor, you would have never, ever, ever, ever known without looking up the IMEI and looking up the phone yourself that I made calls to you, or a different prosecutor, or a different judge, or a different jury, or a jury would see my phones, especially if a prosecutor and a judge. You guys would have never ever known that I made those calls without running the IMEI on the phone and actually fact checking it yourself. And so this tells me, because I know that you're a prosecutor, you can run the IMEI on the phone and you can see all the previous calls. This tells me that the corrupted FBI has the capabilities to remove the calls from the IMEI as well. So my guess is, based off of this information and based off of this evidence, they can completely remove the calls from the IMEI itself. And guess what? They can make your calls look like they came from any location. They can tag your calls to any tower, I believe. Even if your phone wasn't there, I believe that, and Union One just verified that or agreed with it, one of the two. They can make your text messages look like they were sent from any location. They can make your phone calls look like they were come from any location. And polygraphs. I don't put anything past them as far as when it's anything that connects to the internet, anything that uses technology whatsoever. They can remove, change, plant, backdate, disconnect, reconnect, erase, plant, remove, backdate, change, manipulate, deceive, and create effects on. And once again, I'm recording this, and this is going on my Facebook, because see what I'm showing you here, Facebook, is I just made a call to Catherine of special counsel, right? So I just made a call to her. Oh, and see how it's there? See how it's there now? See how it's there? And that's their capabilities. And that's their capabilities right there. Miss Catherine, while I'm recording this on video, The call was planted back. Not planted. It was the real call that I made at 1:58 a.m. That was not inside of my dialed call list. That was not inside of my dialed call list.
You've reached the maximum length for voice messages.
And they planted it.
Goodbye.
As you see, they planted it. They planted the dialed call. And that's their capabilities right there. And see, the new one just popped up right there. That was a phone call I was just on, 2:04 a.m. And that's the FBI's capabilities. And that's the previous call, 1:58 a.m., the one that I just made that they had removed from the call history, the dialed call history, as they were trying to felony steal my phones and frame the truth and then remove that conversation, remove that call completely off my phone records completely, and remove it from the IMEI to make it look like that call never existed, and submit it to a different federal prosecutor than special counsel, and submit it to a different judge than the judges who have investigations. And that's their capabilities. That's the FBI's capabilities right there. And that's all.